The Pope of Sports is back. Crazy MLB playoffs starting. All these crazy games, bullpens. Crazy playoffs. We got a special guest on the Pope Sports, CE Sports. Make sure you subscribe to his YouTube. CE Sports knows his sports, baseball, basketball, football, hockey, maybe. A lot of games talking. Oh, man, what a crazy yesterday's game. Braves and Cardinals. Melanson blows it. I can't believe all these bullpens blowing it. Carlos Martinez blows it. He almost blew it. It was a two-run homer he gave up to Acuna Jr. That Freddie Freeman a solo home run. 7-6. They barely get by the freaking Braves. What a crazy game. And then today, the Braves are winning 1-0. Can the Braves hold the lead? Are you going to rely on Mark Melanson? And then it's always these close games. The same thing. Every game I watch, it's unbelievable. And then today, Astros and Tampa Bay Rays. Freaking Astros are too good. Verlander, 7 innings, 8 strikeouts. Cy Young, over 3,000 strikeouts in his career. Him and Nolan Ryan, I think he broke Nolan Ryan's strikeout record. Unbelievable. That Verlander is unbelievable how good he is. And then it was a good pitching matchup. Verlander versus Kyle Glasnow. Glasnow was pitching to the fifth inning, 0-0. Altuve gets a two-run homer. And then that Brandon Lowe, the second baseman, drops an easy fly ball, drops in for 2 runs. 4-0 game in the fifth inning. It was a close game. Then finally they add on runs. Alvarez, the young lefty rookie Alvarez, and then a freaking it's crazy. Everybody's getting like Gurriel got a run, so 6-0, and then they finally added 2 runs to Tampa Bay, and the Astros won 6-2. The Astros are just too good. Who's gonna really beat the Astros when freaking Verlander, Cole, Greinke? They have too much pitching, and then Osuna and Presley in the bullpen. All around the balance on this team, hitting and scoring position, they could do everything. Home runs, walks, steal. Bregman steals. Tuve can steal. They got power with Alvarez. Michael Brantley is a great signing. So they got a lot of good hitters. I like the way the Astros are. I don't know who's going to beat them. Tampa Bay better win the second game. You're going to have Garrett Cole versus Blake Snell. If the Tampa Bay loses the second game, this is over. Same thing with the Braves. If the Braves lose game 2 with Flaherty pitching, right now it's 1-0. It's over for the Braves. Cardinals, if they go up 2-0, it's over, just like with Tampa Bay. So it's crazy. All these playoff games, teams blowing it. And the Nationals and Dodgers yesterday. Walker Buehler is just too good. Walker Buehler, they couldn't hit him. Corbin pitched pretty good. You know, he walked 5 guys, though. He walked 5 guys. He got a lot of jams. You know, they were losing 2-0. And then, of course, the Dodgers add on runs. Max Muncy got a base hit. It went on the Kendrick's glove. That was an error on the Kendrick's glove. So Max Muncy came with big hits. So, yeah, the Dodgers are too dangerous. The Nationals bullpen, Hunter Strickland gets up home runs. They have Doolittle, this guy Daniel Hudson. The Nationals bullpen is terrible, too. So many bullpens in baseball have been so bad. Nationals bullpen, you can't rely on. The Brewers, remember the Hater gave up runs. How many bullpens are going to blow games? The Dodgers, can you really trust Jansen, Joe Kelly? You're going to really bias? You're going to depend on the Dodgers? You know, they have the pitching, but a lot of teams, Astros a decent bullpen. Tampa Bay got a good bullpen. The Yankees have the #1 bullpen. But so many teams in the playoffs. Cardinals, you can't trust. The Braves. So it's all going to come down to bullpens in the playoffs. You know, the Braves, if they win this, will be up 1-1 in the series. You know, you don't want to go down 2-0. The Astros, I can see them win tomorrow. Garrett Cole, I can see them dominate Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay gets good pitching. It's going to be tough. They don't have enough hitting. If Tampa Bay could get some hitting with their young guys, Tommy Pham and Austin Meadows and Diaz hit that 2 home runs in a wild card against Oakland. If they could get some production out of Tampa Bay's hitting, then they have a chance versus the Astros. But Astros are too good. The Yankees and Minnesota Twins we're going to talk about right now. Minnesota and the Yankees. It's going to be a good matchup. Paxton versus Jose Berrios. Paxton has no experience in the playoffs. I thought they were going to go with Tanaka, but they're going with Paxton. So this should be a good matchup, how the Twins do. The Twins don't have a good history versus the Yankees in the playoffs, so it's going to be interesting how they do. They have the most home runs, 307 home runs to 306. So it's going to be interesting how the Yankees match up with Stanton healthy, Judge, and then I got Canacion and Gary Sanchez. I can't believe they're batting Brett Gardner number 3. You think he would bat at least 8 for 9? He's not the top guy in the lineup. You have Judge second or maybe first. They couldn't put Torres third or someone else in there at bat third. I know. I think the real reason is because they have too many righties in the lineup, and they're trying to go with lefties. That's what I think. Why they're putting Gardner 3 to balance the lefty and righty. Stanton's batting 5th. Canacion is batting 4th. I can't believe Gardner's batting 3rd. And then, Gary Sanchez is about 6th. So that lineup's pretty deep. If Gary Sanchez, Canacion are healthy, they have a lot of power. And then, of course, Minnesota, Polanco, they got Sano, and then C.J. Cron and Scope there in the offseason. Nelson Cruz is having a great season, over 40 home runs. Max Kepler had his injuries. Max Kepler, the center fielder, he's good. The young German guy. I like Max Kepler. Even Mitch Garver hits home runs, the catcher. Every play on the Minnesota Twins, 1 through 9, hits home runs. The Yankees hit the home runs. Every play on all these home runs. It's going to be the Bomber Squad versus the Bronx Bombers. It's going to be a crazy playoffs tonight at 7 o'clock. I'm doing my quick preview and pregame, going over all the teams, all the playoff matchups. Crazy Cardinals and the Braves. What a crazy matchup. What happens with that game today? Right now it's 1-0. Astros already win 6-2. The Dodgers already up 1-0 against the Nationals. Yankees and Twins is going to be a great match. It's crazy, the playoffs. A lot of games to talk about. Today's already 4 games already. Astros and Braves and Cardinals, Yankees and Twins, Dodgers and Nationals. So many games to go over. So Mr. CE Sports, I want to hear his opinion, what he thinks, what's going to happen, his opinion on the bullpens and the Braves, and what's going to happen with the Cardinals today and Astros. So, Mr. CE Sports, what do you think about all the playoffs matchups so far, buddy?
It is crazy, man. That Atlanta-St. Louis game was back and forth last night, man. It is crazy. I thought Atlanta would win that game. Oh, man. Now there's a lot of pressure because they got Flaherty, who hasn't lost, I don't know in how long. Yeah, and I think it's 1-0 right now, Atlanta, but I think St. Louis is very capable of coming back in that game.
Yeah, the bullpens are so bad.
Yeah, I mean, they're both bad, but I think Atlanta's bullpen is probably worst, I would say. I don't know, but But yeah, I think the pressure right now is in Atlanta, man. You cannot go 2-0. They're playing Atlanta right now. You can't go 2-0 to St. Louis. You're finished. Yeah. So it's a must-win tonight for Atlanta, man. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, you can't afford to lose to Flaherty. You don't want to be down 2-0 going into St. Louis.
St. Louis, you're probably finished if you go down 2-0. Yeah. It's just a matter of game 3 or game 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, I mean, the Astros, I mean, Tampa, I thought, with Glasnow, did a good job today with Verlander until the 5th inning.
Oh, Glasnow pitched good. Glasnow, yeah.
I don't know what happened. It seems like mentally the whole team broke down after that home run in the 5th inning by Altuve. Yeah. It seemed, and then the guy dropped the baseball, the fly.
Yeah, I can't believe down. The second baseman drops the easy.
Yeah, they give up, I think, 4 of the 6 in the 5th inning.
Yeah, in the 5th. Altuve 2-run homer. Yeah.
I don't know what I think they just I still think they're in it, but I mean the Astros are gonna win it. Yeah. I don't know if they're gonna sweep them. Maybe 4. I don't know. Maybe they can get one in Tampa Bay.
Maybe.
But I mean, I feel like if Glasnow and Snell don't win one, I don't know if Morton's gonna win. I don't know. I feel like it has to be either Snell or Glasnow.
Glasnow pitched decent, but if Blake Snell don't win tomorrow, it's over. The Astros get it.
If Snell doesn't get it tomorrow, I don't see Charlie Morton getting it. I just don't. At least I think they can sweep them if Snell doesn't get it out tomorrow. But yeah, man, it's crazy. And then the Dodgers yesterday 6-0. I thought they could actually lose because instead of having either Rui or Kershaw, they had a Walker Buehler. It was crazy. Yeah, against Patrick Corbin. I mean, I thought the Nationals riding the momentum of the Milwaukee game that could actually pull it out. But no, they didn't have no chance. 6-0, man. What the hell?
Yeah, I just got the pitching. Buehler, the Nationals can't hit Buehler. He's so good.
Yeah.
Strikes out, breaking balls, knows how to pitch. Corbin walked 5 guys. Corbin, he got out of jams, but then he added on runs. You know, Howie Kendrick, that ball went through his legs.
Yeah.
That was extra runs.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I think if anybody's gonna sweep, I think the Astros and the Dodgers might end up sweeping. But I don't know because I still want to see how Strasburg and Scherzer's got to redeem himself because he didn't. I mean, what was it like? He pitched like 6 innings?
Yeah.
Gave up 3 runs.
Yeah,
he kind of settled down after the 3rd inning.
Yeah.
But he gave up 3 runs, 2 home runs in the first 2 innings to Milwaukee.
Yeah, Milwaukee.
So let's see how he pitches the second time around. Strasburg did beautiful those 3 innings.
Yeah,
He pitched out of the
Strasburg is
bullpen.
pitching against Kershaw tonight. That should be a good
That's gonna be
matchup.
a hell of a game.
Yeah,
I'm
9:30.
I'm actually thinking of doing a doubleheader tonight, low key.
Yeah.
Yankees, Twins, and then Nationals, Dodgers.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a hell of a. By the way, I think if anything's gonna go 5, I think the Yankees and Twins gonna go 5. To be honest.
Yeah, I had the all the home runs. Yeah, I can see
Yeah,
that.
they had a game this year. It was like 14-12. Yankees won in the 10th inning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that series that's gonna be a fun series to watch right there. The Yankees and literally the 2 best home run hitting teams right there.
Yeah, all the home runs, like the Bomber squad, the Bronx Bombers, all these home runs, 307, 306. The balls must be juiced. I never seen so many home runs.
Yeah, there's a lot of. I mean, come on, you got guys like Jose Altuve with 31, Brett Gardner with 27, little toothpick guys. You got to be kidding me.
Yeah, the little guy.
You got Pete Alonso, rookie, hitting 53. What?
Yeah,
it is crazy.
Yeah.
Literally, the rookie. Yeah, he led the league in home runs, right? Pete Alonso, a rookie.
Yeah, rookie of the year. Yep. And then Alvarez in the American League. Yep.
Alvarez, yeah. Yeah, I think those are probably going to be the two. I mean, no question. Alonso's going to be the rookie in the National.
Those two. I think Alvarez and
yeah.
And
Can you imagine if Alvarez would have played those May and April? I think it was.
Yeah.
He would have gotten 35, not 40.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I think the Astros, man. Yeah, I think if Snell doesn't get it tomorrow, I think it's over. Even though they're going to Tampa Bay, I think it's over because you still got is what's his name? Wade Miley even gonna pitch or he's gonna come out of the bullpen?
Maybe out of the bullpen. Well, they have Garrett Cole and Greinke. Do they really need Miley in 5 games? Maybe in an ALCS.
Oh yeah, for sure. When it's
you don't want to go. You don't want to give guys 3 days rest and burn out your starters. Yeah, but they don't need him.
Go back. So if they find a way to win a game, they're gonna have to face either Verlander or Garrett. Oh, it's just too hard, man. It's just
the Astros are too hard.
If you had Wade Miley in there, at least you would get a little bit of a break.
Maybe, yeah.
Now you have to deal with Verlander, Greinke, and Cole. That's just too
3
much.
Cy Young guys with 20 wins. How the hell is Tampa Bay going to score runs the rest of them? That's what I was worried about.
Yeah,
Can they get enough hitting?
I mean, they got pretty good pitching. Glasslaw, Snell, and Morton. But come on, like their hitting's nowhere close.
Yeah. You need to have hitting and pitch. You can't just get shut out. You have to.
That's why I thought the Oakland was going to be a much better matchup than
but Tampa the problem is Oakland don't have the pitching. They could get knocked around.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, it might end up being a sweep. Let's see what happens.
But maybe.
Tampa's got pretty good pitching, but offensively they're no match.
Yeah, they have to score. So Diaz has to hit. Meadows. They all have to hit.
And I don't see Yandy Diaz having that game he had.
He had that 2 home runs against Oakland. Meadows has to hit. Tommy Pham has to hit. They need production out of Kevin Kiermaier. Brandon Lowe, he doesn't really hit. They have their weak. Travis don't know. Is he going to hit the catcher? Is he going to hit?
I don't. There's nobody in that team that really
scares you.
Yeah, Oakland had Chapman, Matt Olson, Chris Davis, even Trevor Siemian, the shortstop, had a hell of a year this year.
Yeah.
Tampa doesn't really have anybody they have a bunch of good hitters, but nobody that really scares you. So
it's gonna come down to Houston's pitching and hitting is more balanced. They're too dangerous. Yeah. What do you think about Yankees, Minnesota? You think Yankees got game 1 tonight with Paxton? You think he could pitch in Yankee Stadium?
Yeah, I think the Yankees would win tonight. Every time I see Jose Barros or what's that other guy, Jake or Daisy, I don't know why. I know they're good pitchers, but every time I watch them, they struggle. They just I don't know. So I have a feeling that I think Paxton's been really good after the All-Star break. August and September, he pitched really good.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna win that game. I think the Yankees will win it, game 1. I think they might have the Minnesota's pitching. I don't know about them, man. It might be one of the worst pitching in the playoffs. Minnesota's. They rely a lot on their hitting. Yeah,
it's gonna be crazy. Yankees and Twins come down the bull. I think it's gonna come down the bullpen. I'm gonna try to have one special guest come on. He's a Yankee fan from Ohio.
Okay.
He thinks he's an expert on Yankees. I always argue with him back and forth about his opinion and stuff. If he comes on, I'll continue talking about other teams. But he's mostly Yankees, so if he comes on, he comes on. But so far the Braves 1-0 Can they hold on? And their bullpen can hold on to beat the Cardinals, tie the series 1-1. And the same with the Dodgers. Are the Dodgers going to go up 2-0 with Kershaw, or Strasburg's going to pitch lights out and Astros going to tie the series 1-1? And the Astros, can Tampa Bay tie the series with Blake Snell? It's going to be a lot of interesting things coming tomorrow. We'll see. It could be over by tomorrow, maybe.
Yeah, well, no, because it's only game 2 tomorrow. But
Yeah,
you mean like a 2-0? Yeah.
If all those teams by tomorrow they'll be up 2-0, it could be over.
What do you know the percentage of coming back from 2-0 or no? What's the
maybe 20%. What's the real chances of them coming back? 2-0 in a 5-game series?
Yeah.
It's very, very hard in a 5-game series.
I think didn't San Francisco did it to Washington in 2014?
They could have done it, yeah. 5 years
they were
ago.
down 2-0 and they ended up coming back 3-2.
Yeah, very rare it happens. It's very hard to do that in a short game series.
It's hard. It is hard, especially when you got literally like the Astros. Like I said, if you manage to win it, like you literally have to face 3 Cy Youngs for the entire series.
Yeah,
like it's too hard.
Yeah, you can't do it. You need
You're
more.
Not gonna be able to. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to have clutch pitching. You got to have good clutch hitting, not rely on home runs. That's what I'm worried about the Yankees. Are they going to always rely on home runs, or are they going to try and move runners and not strike out? Stanton's going to come up with big hits. Well, Mayhew and Losella are the only ones that hit in scoring position. That's why you need more balance and hit to the opposite.
I think what's going to save the Yankees in the Minnesota series is their bullpen. They just simply have a much better bullpen than Minnesota.
Yeah, I don't trust Romo and Rogers as the closer. Rogers never closed in the playoffs.
No.
So can you really trust him in the playoffs?
No.
The Yankees got Chapman and Green and Ottavino and Britton.
Yeah. Now is Dylan Betances pitching or no?
He's out for the rest of the year.
He hurt his Achilles.
He had a partially torn Achilles. Yeah, he's out the.
Yeah, but I mean, you still got Chapman and
Green, Canely, and Britton, Ottavino. Yeah, that bullpen's still good.
I mean, Zach Britton was a closer for many years in Baltimore, so he knows how to do it too.
He's a good backup for Chapman.
He can come in the 7th, 8th inning to get our left-hander out.
Yeah,
I think that's gonna be the difference right there. The Yankees bullpen, I think they're just gonna get big outs late in the game, 7th, 8th, and 9th inning.
Yeah, it's gonna come down to bullpen. Every series could come down to bullpen. The Braves Cardinals series bullpen. Dodgers, Nationals, bullpen.
I don't know. I literally who has the bullpen in the National League. I don't like. I think they're all kind of
that's the problem. The Nationals, I don't like their bullpen. The Cardinals, all right. Carlos Martinez is okay, but Andrew Miller is not the same.
Yeah, Andrew Miller's not what he used to be.
The Dodgers, Jansen, he's up and down. Last year he couldn't trust Jansen in the World Series, so.
No, Jansen. I mean, yeah, I think he's overrated. He's not that good.
Yeah. So who has the best bullpen? That I guess the Dodgers, right? The Cardinals. What do you think about Cardinals?
I think the Nationals and the Dodgers have an advantage with their starting pitchers, though. That if they pitch 7, 8 innings and they can get it either to Jansen or Sean Doolittle,
they don't even want to use Doolittle.
They used Daniel Hudson the other night.
Yeah, they're using Daniel Hudson. They don't even want to use a guy. Yeah, they don't even want to use him.
Yeah, that was funny how they used and he pitched really good. He did good.
Yeah, crazy.
But crazy. Yeah, that made me laugh how they put Daniel Hudson instead of Sean Doolittle.
Yeah. Crazy.
But I don't really like I said. I think Dodgers and Nationals are gonna have to use their starting pitchers as an advantage and cover up that bullpen, have them pitch 7, 8 innings. But I mean, let's see, because I remember you and I thought that Max Scherzer was going to pitch 7, 8 and he didn't even make it out of the 5th, I think.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he threw too many pitches. Yeah, that's why you don't. That's why I don't like all these games. Wild cards. I don't like wild cards. You're using your best starter. See, they had to use Scherzer and Strasburg. Now they have to go with Strasburg in game 2 on 3 days rest.
He pitched 3 innings on just Tuesday night?
Yeah,
and now he's got to pitch again tonight.
Yeah. Strasburg pitched in relief, and now they have to use him on 3 days rest, basically.
And tonight, I mean, Patrick Corbin's not going to be available.
Yeah, pitched yesterday. Yeah, they have Kershaw. That's their advantage. That's why you have to win your division. You can't just have. That's why you don't be a wild card, because you want to use your better starters. Now you have to go with guys on 3 days rest. That's why Kershaw, he's ready. Kershaw.
That's the advantage of the win.
Yeah.
That's why they added the two. I think that's why
Wild
they
card.
added about 7 years ago. They added the wild card game because people did not care about winning the division. They're like, okay, we'll just win the wild.
Right, right.
But now I think you have to play that one. I think now it's made winning the division a lot
And they
more important.
and they give small market teams a chance to get in the playoffs, like Tampa Bay, other small markets
Yep.
that big. Yeah.
I mean, Tampa Bay and Athletics, two of the smallest
Yeah.
market teams,
Yeah.
won the wild card game in the American League.
Yep.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what scares me about the Nationals. That they have a fantastic starting rotation: Patrick Corbin, Max
Yeah.
Scherzer, Steven Strasburg. But their bullpen is so bad. Unless these guys pitch 7-8 innings, oh man, it's tough, man. That's just yeah. Nationals got to fix that bullpen, man, because they're literally a few arms to win that bullpen
Yeah.
from really being a World Series contender.
Yeah.
If
It's
they
crazy.
can just get like a 7 and 8 inning guy to
Right.
pitch in front of Sean Doolittle, they could really do something.
Yep. Yep. It's coming down the bullpens and good pitching. Yankees and Twins tonight, everybody. Make sure you're watching Game 1, Paxton and Berrios. It's going to be a good matchup. Then Dodgers and freaking Nationals. Kershaw and Strasburg should be a good matchup. Good pitching, a lot of hitting maybe. We'll see.
You think it's gonna be a pitching duel, or you think one of them's gonna struggle?
The
Kershaw
Dodgers,
or
yeah. I think the Dodgers and the Nationals will be a pitching duel. But the Yankees and Minnesota, that could be
the other way around. It's gonna be a hitting fest.
I could see Minnesota and Yankees be like 2-1 in the fifth, and then they'll add on runs, you know?
Yeah,
I can see that.
That might be a 4 or 5 hour game because of all the runs.
Yeah, that's possible, yeah.
That's
All these
gonna be
home
a-
runs.
But let's see how James Paxton really turned that on the last few months of the season, August and September. So let's see how he pitched playoffs.
Yeah, they have to get good pitch in the Yankees, their bullpen, and Stanton. Can Stanton finally come up in the playoffs and be clutch? $280 million he makes. Can he finally come up and be the guy they traded for 2 years ago with the Marlins? MVP. Can he be the man with Judge? That's the question.
Yeah, like he did get some good hits, right? When he came back from the DL, he had I think like 2 home runs, I think.
Yeah, but off mediocre pitching. Against
Yeah.
good pitching, he doesn't really come up in the big spots. Like in the clutch situation, he don't hit in the big when they got guys on base. Can he come up with big hits?
Yeah. Do you think it's the pressure of playing for the Yankees, or do you think he's just like struggling?
It could be, yeah. Pressure in New York. Can he handle New
Yeah,
York?
because he had 57 home runs literally like 2 years ago with the Marlins.
Yeah.
And now he like this year, hurt all year. I think he only finished with like 2 or 3 home runs all year.
Yeah. Is he clutch in the playoffs? That's the question.
Yeah.
All that money, they'll be stuck with him for another 8 years. They already have Ellsbury a waste of money. And now they have another bad contract with Stan. They got Aaron Hicks 7 more years.
And then have to pay Gleyber Torres, Aaron Judge, and Gary Sanchez. That too.
Yeah, all these guys they got to pay in the future. Yeah, it's a lot of guys. Yep.
That's gonna be interesting to see how they do that because I mean, all the young hitters are on minor league contracts.
Yeah.
Judge is on a minor league. Sanchez is on a minor league. Torres is on a minor league. That's gonna be interesting to see how they do all that stuff. If they still got to pay Stanton and Ellsbury, how many more years does Ellsbury have left in his contract?
1 more year. Thank God they get rid of him next year. Thank God.
Yeah, you gotta get rid of him.
Almighty. Thank you, God. Amen. The Pope of Sports. Ellsbury is gone. 1 more year. Yes.
Is he gonna even play next year?
No, he's going to collect that big money, and then he's going to be retiring in Arizona where he lives.
Yeah, he was a good player for the Red Sox, but he hasn't been that good for you guys.
Yeah.
And then you guys, yeah, it's terrible, man. Yeah, I think unless he was Stanton, does he have like a trade clause or anything?
Yeah, no trade, but he makes a lot of money. Who's going to really take Stanton's contract?
Yeah, nobody's gonna see that contract with that low production.
Yeah, who's gonna he gets you home runs, but who's gonna take the contract? The Dodgers, the only one they can afford. All these teams have luxury tax. The Red Sox can't afford him. The Cubs can't afford him.
No.
He turned down the Cardinals and the Giants 2 years ago. Are they willing to add a Stanton's contract? The Yankees will probably have to give their top prospects to get rid of him. How are they gonna get rid of him?
Yeah, and the Yankees don't like doing that. They didn't give their trust. They don't like ever since Al Steinbrenner took over for the father. He's not really big on trading guys.
Yeah, he's trying to
yeah.
Frazier, and then they're gonna trade Frazier, Garcia, maybe next year. I like that Luis Castillo at Cincinnati. Maybe they can trade for him. I know Syndergaard's not going to be traded to Yankees. I can see him going to the Padres, Syndergaard. There's not many great pitchers, really. Michael Boyd, I don't want. Robbie Ray, Mike Minor, I don't want.
Well, the best
Strasburg,
pitcher available is probably going to be Garrett Cole on the free agency market.
Eric Cole, Strasburg, and Bumgarner. But are the Yankees going to be cheap, or are they going to not want to spend money? That's the question.
Yeah. You know what's going to be interesting, too, with the Mets is that they got all that pitching. You know, they got Pete Alonso. If they hire Joe Madden, I think they're going to want to – I mean, they're going to be contenders, not sellers.
He's getting old, Joe Madden. I heard Joe Girardi, because they fired Mickey Coward, the Mets. Joe Girardi. You have Joe Espada. Espada. Astros, the bench coach, they can look into. David Ross, I heard the Cubs are looking into David Ross. The catcher.
Yeah, they're looking at Joe Girardi and David Ross, I hear.
Yeah.
And I hear the Angels and I think the Mets are interested in Joe Madden.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Madden actually got his start years ago as an assistant coach for the Angels under Mike Scioscia.
That's true. Yes, correct.
So
and Buck Showalter, he's getting too old. Anyone looking at Buck
Showalter. I mean, when he was with the Yankees, he was good, but like with the Rangers and
Orioles.
Yeah, I think that guy's a little bit overrated.
Yeah, they need it. Yeah, so it's gonna be a fun playoffs. 10 more minutes. Yankees, Minnesota, Paxton, Berrios. It's gonna be a great playoffs first round, and then Dodgers and the Nationals game 2. Strasburg and Kershaw and the freaking Braves. Are they still up 1-0 against the Cardinals, man? Coming down the bullpens, Mike Fuertes and Jack Flaherty. That's a crazy matchup.
I don't think it's going to be 1-0. Either Atlanta's going to score again or St. Louis is going to score.
Yeah, but is it still 1-0? Because it's going to come down to the bullpens. It's only, was it a 7th or 8th inning by now?
Yeah, I don't know. Let me see if
Unless they took the lead.
Let me see. It's 3-0 Atlanta. Yeah. Okay, Atlanta's 4th.
Okay, Atlanta. 3-0 update. Atlanta Braves. 3-0. Oh, they got the chance. Can they have bullpen? Can Melanson or Shane Green? Who are they going to use in the 9th? They have to decide.
Yeah, it's in the 7th inning, so it's still possible they can mess it up.
Yeah, well, I hope they can hold it. So playoffs already. We did our reviews. All the teams going to come down to good pitching, the bullpen, who can hold it. Nationals bullpen, they going to hold it if they have a lead against the Dodgers. And the Braves, can they hold it versus the Cardinals? Good pitching. Paul Goldschmidt, Acuna with the Cardinals, and the Braves, Acuna Jr. and Josh Donaldson and Freddie Freeman, the veterans, going to come up with big hits. It's going to be a fun playoffs. What happens with the Yankees and the Twins tonight? So, guys, thank you, Mr. CE Sports. Make sure you subscribe. Quick preview and of all the games, and more games coming up tomorrow. So many games to talk about. So, guys, thank you for watching, man. And subscribe to the Pope Sports and CE Sports. And Pope Sports is out like a light. You can say your thing. Welcome to the show.
Oh, at the end. I should that in the beginning. Welcome to the show.
And then
we need to say that in the beginning.
Yeah, and then we're out. Out
like a light.
Out like a light.